So my name is Mitch. Some of you guys I know quite well personally. And after previously spending the last 13 years actually as a youth worker in the southwest corner, working in Wigram Ward, we actually noticed there's a real funding crisis for charitable trusts around Christchurch. So we actually innovatively started Upstream. It was about 5 years ago. We thought of it. 4 years ago we launched. It's a social procurement platform for the city, which features over 100 local suppliers. And we also work closely with 18 charities. A lot of you guys would be actually funding through grant funding. For us, we're trying to target innovation around generating an income stream that doesn't exist before. And so our mission is actually focused on strengthening the wellbeing of children and young people. That's my background as youth work. We want to actually raise as much money as we can through a platform. It actually works when consumers and companies actually use our suppliers. So use our suppliers in our supply chain. It actually generates money because these suppliers are prepared to give a percentage out of a sale that they were prepared to give Google AdWords or some other source of marketing. Things like first aid training, fire extinguishers, cleaning, things like subcontractors and tradies. There's lots of stuff that companies go, oh yeah, we need this anyway. And actually using our supply chain that features a lot of that stuff has raised over $97,000 in the first 3 years that we've existed trading, which actually for us enables our charities to actually generate funding that actually hasn't existed before. A lot of them are focused on donations, grants, contracts, fundraising events, which have been hard post-COVID, and also business sponsorship. But what we've noticed is when revenue is really tight for businesses, they actually claw that budget back and say we can't help. So for us, what we've started doing to companies is adding value. So we kind of call it value fundraising because actually companies are wanting to see value and win-wins, and actually often charities coming in asking for a check or some free stuff, and actually it's just not the same language. So for us over the last 12 months, we've actually seen that 70% of our customers using our site is actually B2B, and businesses using our supply chain are actually starting to get greater value than just doing good. What we've started doing is actually generating impact reporting around sustainability measures. So the last 12 months we've just seen that actually councils wanting to see companies transition towards actually reporting sustainability outcomes and measurements. And what we've discovered is actually our software, so decision makings that companies can do, and the software that we've created, it actually can track areas around carbon emissions, waste diversity, water management, diversity, keeping it local, using SMEs, supporting non-for-profits, social enterprises. We actually discovered we could actually help companies achieve greater outcomes than just generating money for charity. We could actually build a system that actually allowed them to explore what actions they could do in their supply chain and actually report on multifaceted parts of their goals that they're trying to achieve. Often companies find it actually quite full on to actually trying to do what they're trying to do around sustainability. They just say, oh, this is just another thing we have to do, and that's the feedback we get from them. What we try and do is actually stop them and go, hey, look, you have to respond to this, you want to respond to it, it just has to be easy, it actually has to be practical, and also it has to be actually quite affordable. Otherwise they're going to be going, this is going to cost us so much, and it takes us away from what we're passionate about. It's not that they don't want to do it, they just need an easier way. So that's what we're doing. We're helping companies actually stop and think about how they can guide through this in a more practical sense. So for us, we actually build a software we can say, what are we trying to achieve? What's the evidence of what you've done? And also, what are the outcomes and how can we improve that? And that's what we've launched over the last few months. So creating a sustainability plan enables companies to actually do greater good beyond just giving money for charity. And so for us, we just wanted a chance to be able to say two things. If you're working with companies that are going, I have no idea how to do this better, then we'd love to talk to them. Also, if you're actually wanting to understand how we could design a framework that the council could actually adopt around this stuff, we'd love to have a conversation as well. I've probably got 30 seconds for a question.
Is there anyone with a question? It's not. Do you have some extra information there in front of you for people?
Yeah, just a few things about what Upstream stands for, but for me, if there's greater insights or someone go like, this is fascinating, in 5 minutes, it's a bit hard to go deeper. So
5 minutes isn't very long, but it's enough for a taster, which is really good.
Yep.
And sorry, Anne, did you have one question?
I just had a question. Thanks, Mitch. So just clarifying, so 97,000 over the last 3 years have gone into actually supporting services for young people.
Yep.
Yep.
Yep. So we're doubling every 3 months. So
That's fantastic.
48% of our sales this year are repeat sales from the last 3 years because our suppliers give a trail. They give a percentage that keeps going. So for us, it's sustainable fundraising, which is the key for our charities to focus on the good work they're doing and not focus on selling. We've got a wee team that enables them to keep that money going. So a lot of our money just is a wee snowball, which is good. So
That's great. And we'll make sure that your contact details and the information are in everyone's email box so that they can then forward them to other companies or charities that they know and those kind of things as well, so that we can help spread the word and build more sustainable
cool.
for everyone.
Awesome. Thanks for
Okay.
your time.
Thanks so much.
No worries.